100 vehicles a day.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m. I'd like to welcome everybody to the work session, January the 4th, 2021. Right, I didn't say 2020 there. Got used to saying 2021. Ellen, do we have any public comment this morning?
We do. Brian Jasper with Jeff Martin Auctioneers.
Mr. Jasper, you mind stepping right up here to the microphone, please?
I'm Brian with Jeff Martin Auctioneers. I just mainly want to come introduce myself for next go-round for next year on the trucks. I come last year and met with Mark, introduced myself, and they said we get a shot this year for the trucks. He called me, or I called him the last week of December. He told me to touch base with him then. I called, and he was out that week. He called back the next week, said that I guess, forgot the date. No, y'all's original date, y'all were supposed to approve everything, and I basically rushed to get numbers. Didn't get to look at the trucks in person, so I just kind of did it off by the county, the Alabama counties that we get at our auctions, because they're all spec the same generally. So I just went by that. He gave me some pictures, and I thought we were pretty competitive as far as over the guarantee between us and J.M. Wood. As far as the potential what they could bring, 1.8, 1.88, close to 1.9. The county would net more with my commission rate. The difference between me and them on a net figure by the guarantee is $14,000. Is the exact net. Of course, J.M. Wood won that with that price, but as far as going over the guarantee, that's where the county can make the most, be more beneficial for that, as far as which they will do. Ain't no hands down about it.
What other counties in the state do y'all already do?
We do. There's several. I can get you a list. I know Clark County for sure. There's, I think, 5 or 6 more that we kind of always get, and then we compete a lot with everybody else. They just gave me this territory just here recently. That's why I'm kind of new in the northern part. And then we have another guy that works central, and then we have another guy that works south as far as Alabama. Of course, I know J.M. Wood's more convenient. Don't get me wrong. You got the relationship with him, but that's why I'm here today, to kind of introduce myself for next go-round. Just want a shot, That's it. But hands down, I think the trucks will bring more money than my guarantee and Russ's guarantee. But at the end of the day, it's not about who your buddies with; it's about who makes you the most money. So.
And yours is at your first auction's in February.
March 5th and 6th.
March 5th and 6th.
Yes. And if it got, of course, I know this is after the fact, but I mean, if you just want to set a reserve and do a straight consignment, I can do 4.5%. As far as just setting a reserve, and if they didn't bring it, you take it to J.M. Wood. But I know that's after the fact, after as far as but you will net more money. So.
All right, anybody got any questions for him?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I guess we have one more.
We do. Russ Wood with J.M. Wood Auction.
Thank you. Russ, if you don't mind, step down to the microphone, please. Yes, sir, I will.
I'm Russ Wood, and on behalf of J.M. Wood Auction Company, thank y'all. We've been been fortunate enough to do business with Limestone County for well over 20 years. It's back to the relationship part. It's more than just the number. Oftentimes, it's about staying in the right specs. It's so oftentimes, especially in bad times, it's about having that relationship with somebody to tell you when not to sell your trucks. Not just saying, hey, let's sell them, let's keep selling them, let's get more. Sometimes you got to tap the brakes and say, hey, we're forecasting next year. We see truck delivery slowing down. We see things happening in the market. Let's kind of retool the fleet, or let's change our specs, which we've done that many times with Limestone County. Y'all were one of the first in the state to run automatic transmissions because y'all listened to what we were telling you when a lot of folks weren't. and it paid off great dividends. So I'm just here to say thank you. And if, there's a few new commissioners that I don't know yet, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody got any questions for Russ?
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ.
Y'all need me to stick around? You can if you
You
want.
can if you want to.
This work session won't.
It will last
Meet
a
these
few
new
minutes.
fellas. I hope it don't last long.
I hope it don't either. Do we have any more public comment?
We do not.
All right. All right, no more public comment. First thing, resolutions and orders. First thing on here be, only one thing on here be to approve a resolution to obtain financing to execute a commercial loan in the amount of $124,000 from First National Bank for the purpose of acquiring one John Deere or JD 6105E tractor with a Tiger boom mower at a fixed rate of 1.6% payable in 4 annual installments. Anybody got any discussion with that? I just wish I could get that interest rate.
Yeah,
My nice interest rate.
that's good.
All righty. All righty, next thing, no contracts, agreements, and grants, no budget revisions, no emergency purchases, board appointments, we have none, award of bids. We have on award of bids here, we have to resend the bid 2738 and from Blink Marketing for business cards and award it to a printer stationery, the next lowest bidder in the amount of $365. What happened there was it wasn't a $5 difference in the bid, but the other bid was going to charge us, and they didn't. It was in the contract. They didn't read it right, but it said they was going to charge us $55 an hour to put our logo on it. So it was going to cost us more money to do the cards through the other company. So we rescinded that bid and going back to printer stationery. Any discussion with that? And as on personnel action, I think Mr. Commissioner Black wants to strike number 1, right?
Correct.
We're going to strike number 1 off, so number 1 will be struck off. All right, second on here will be to transfer Ethan Wilson to the corrections officer from District 2, tentatively January the 11th of 2021. Third on here will be to hire Nicholas Robinson for equipment operator in District 4. I guess that's equipment operator 1, isn't it? It just says, I
Yes.
guess. Okay.
Yes.
All right, then we got number 4 on here will be to hire Houston Campbell for equipment operator in District 4, and 5 will be to transfer Teresa Hall to appraisal clerk in the revenue office, and number 6 will be to hire Brianna Harrison as a corrections officer effective January the 1st of 2021. Any discussion with any of those personnel actions? All righty. No discussion with that. We'll move on to merit increases. We have several merit increases listed on here. Does anybody have any discussion with any of the merit increases? Anybody on there? All right, no discussion with none of them. At this point, the engineer's report, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We've got 5 subdivisions for your consideration today. Zaner Road subdivision, this is a minor subdivision, so it'll be preliminary and final, 2 lots in District 4, northwest of the intersection of Zaner Road and Highway 72. Martin Branch subdivision, this is a replat of Lot 9, Block 1, minor subdivision, preliminary and final affecting 2 lots in District 2. North side of Martin Branch Road, approximately 840 feet east of Bradford Road. Zerbal subdivision, minor, preliminary, and final, creating 1 new lot in District 1. North side of Alabama Highway 251, approximately 1,000 feet northeast of Harvest Road and Highway 251 intersection. Hastings Road subdivision, minor, preliminary, and final, creating 3 new lots in District 3. This is approximately 3/4 of a mile south of Lucas Ferry Road from Sandifer Road on the west side of Lucas Ferry Road. And then Charleston Place Phase 1, this is a major subdivision, so it's only for preliminary at this time, creating 97 new lots in District 2. This is the south side of Capshaw Road, across from Menifee Road, kind of Ashley Lane area. I think the eastern property boundary is Ashley Lane. All the subdivisions, they meet our requirements. But and then as far as just to kind of keep you up to date on some things, we came in this morning. Y'all know that our guys have been out for an extended period of time due to what's been going on. But we came in this morning and went to get the lowboy tractor going and the trailer. and we've got a valve on the trailer that's sticking open, so the trailer is down. We were gonna move some paving equipment to District 1 to finish up a patch he had and move excavator out in District 4. And anyway, so we can't use the trailer, so we had to carry it to the hydraulic company to get them to go through it and figure it out. Plus, we were gonna take it down after we finish this patch in District 1. We've got to rebuild a lot of bracing and everything underneath it. It's struggling right now, so we're gonna have to redo the decking and bracing and everything, and it's probably gonna take us about 2 weeks. So, so we're gonna try to get this. If this hydraulic can get fixed pretty quick, we'll try to get that patch done, and then we really need to kind of take the trailer down to get it the bracing and everything rewelded and repaired.
What year is it?
Oh, I can't remember the year on that trailer.
Probably late 80s.
Yeah.
I was gonna say eighties
It's
anyway.
been a nice trailer, been a good trailer, but we're reaching kind of the end of its useful life. We're regularly having to weld and patch, and I think this is the third time we've patched it together since I've been here in 6 years.
It's
So
more for paving equipment, it's not for the excavators and the dozers and stuff.
yeah, you need more of a drop neck
Really
trailer or
need
something
another
for.
trailer and keep that one for the paving equipment.
Yeah, but even so, like our new milling machine, the paving, I mean, we're getting, and if we were to get a new paver, we're kind of getting to where the weights, we're concentrating on areas. I mean, the trailer will hold the weight of the equipment, but it's just the loading and the unloading and the way when everything starts breaking, coming up that tail and those kinds of things. I mean, the pressures it's putting in specific locations is just wearing on it. I mean, it will haul, and it's safe to haul even the equipment we have, the paving equipment, like Tom said. But I mean, we're getting to the point to where the useful life of that trailer's ending. So we're going to try to patch it together and hold it together. But I mean, possibility I'll be asking for one in the next budget.
Probably ought to look into buying a detached neck. You know, we
that's
wouldn't
what I was
tear the
thinking,
ramps in the
drop
back
neck.
end of it up, and then keep that one too, you know, because we do have that other road tractor we could pull if we needed it.
Yeah, we do.
And that
still
way we
have
could
that
have,
rebuilt.
you know, we could pull 2 trailers if we needed to. So it might be something we need to look into and find out what a lowboy would cost us, you know.
Do we have
A
a clue?
good used one's gonna start about 25 to 35.
Yeah, and I mean, and if we can buy used, that'd be the one thing that I wouldn't know. Can we bid a used? Because we have to. Well, it's over 15,000, so we got to bid it. So, so I mean, if we can find one, I can spec something and get it out to bid. But
Well, that might just be something we need to start looking towards and about finding us another lowboy for the future.
Well,
I did tell my guys to look into it and to get me a price on what it would take to get what we need, so that I've got something to discuss with you guys. But
But do you, I mean, with summer coming around, I mean, you talk about the next budget, I don't,
yeah, I mean,
I think we need to go ahead and maybe.
That's what I'm
start
saying, look into see what we can find and go from there.
well, this trailer is old. It's not built for the equipment we're putting on it right now. You know, so
I remember when
we're
we
gonna
put
have
that
to
25
adjust to it.
Hours on it, it coughs.
Yeah,
It-
I bet it does.
That's what I'm saying, just start looking for us a trailer, then we
Yeah,
have
it's
to
got-
make we can look into see what we can do later, you know.
It's got solid dovetails too, don't it?
That's why I say if you get a
No, it's
detached
not.
neck,
Yeah.
well, a detached neck's safer loading stuff on. You know, it's not as near as high and you can, all that, so. Anyways, anybody got any discussion with Mark on any other thing, or the 5 subdivisions put on there? Mark, just be kind of looking around, see what you can find us trailer-wise, we'll go from there.
Which like I said, I told the guys to look around, and because that's one of those things. They're definitely more familiar with what they need than me just kind of picking something out of the blue. So I want to make sure that they look into that, and because if anytime we get a piece of equipment, I tell them, listen, you get one shot, so you better be happy with it.
Yeah,
That's right. All righty.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, next thing under other business will be to approve, proposal for J.M. Woods Auction Company and to auction the following piece of equipment to March 16th through 20 sale of the 2021. One thing I will say about this, I mean, you know, one of the conversations that come up a minute ago was about the guarantee. Last year, they didn't quite bring the guarantee, but Woods did stand with that, so that's, you know, what would... Yeah, but I mean, you know, what would happen if we didn't bring the guarantee this year? You know,
With J.M. Wood auction, what would happen, is we would make up the difference, that's what the guarantee is for,
And that's like one thing, like I said, you know, that's one thing I looked at was your proposal was $14,000 more. Well, last year we had to make up some difference in that. And it was, I mean, we're taking you're rolling the dice anyways, hoping you can make the deal. But so that was, and one of the things I did look at both proposals here you gave, and I don't vote on this unless it's a tie, but for both gentlemen, to me, the proposal B looked better than the proposal A because at the end of the day, it was $34,000 more, a guarantee. I know we're buying these trucks in each district and all, but we're buying them on one lump sum loan, and we're buying them and using them in the whole county. So my deal is we all doing what's best for the whole county. My recommendation would be B, but I mean, that's up to y'all on that. But that's, you know, when you put that 34,000 with it, that's if we have a deal, which I hope and pray we don't have the same deal we had last year, but and it's nothing to do with Woods auction. It was just the way that the world happened. And if we had something like that happen again, your sale this time, I would lots rather have the guarantee of the 34,000 more, and that's up to y'all on that. So, any discussion, let y'all talk now. Anybody got anything with it? Do you have anything? And nobody? Everybody's fine?
Numbers are accurate with it.
Yeah, the number, I done the math on it a minute ago, and I guess before we go to the commission meeting, which one do y'all like better, A or B? I mean, for the county side of it, at the end of the day, the B is looks better, you know, if we don't make the guarantee.
I think B is what I would be leaning towards more than the other one. And I think, you know, it's not a proposal that would be given if they didn't think it was a good one too, with the 6% absolute to the gross compared to the 7% to the gross. And then, I don't know, it just makes me feel
It makes me feel more secure.
1.87 on there than anything else. Go ahead, Rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason we can be more aggressive and we got more, we can spread our risk around. What I would suggest to y'all, if y'all decide to go that route, do an internal guarantee. It's a matter of keeping each district. Just go ahead and prorate the numbers. You kind of know where you're at.
Yeah.
That way, if one thing falls and everybody's taken care of, do an internal guarantee in each district among yourselves. And I think at the end of the day,
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, my proposal on it is what I like better is it's a $16,500 more dollars to start with.
Yes.
And then plus it's a % less interest. At the end of the day, it's a 34 more. We're buying this in a one lump sum mortgage. We got to pay off. It don't matter if we don't make the difference. These four guys have got to bring it out of their budget somewhere to pay the four. So I mean, we're buying them as a whole. Let's just sell them as a whole, and that way it's. And I don't think there's most of the time. I've been to the sale down there that came last year. Watched the truck sale. It wasn't $4,000 or $5,000 difference in the highest and the cheapest one. You know, I mean, they're pretty competitive all the way through, and so I mean, my thoughts is B, but that's up to y'all. Any more discussion with it? All righty, with no more discussion, we'll move on, and we got number 2 on here will be to approve to sell the following on gov deals from the sheriff's office, which is a 2005 Chevrolet 1500. Any discussion with that? All right, no, we had no scheduled public hearing. Report to officers. Commissioner Sammy, do you have anything?
I don't have anything at this time, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Commissioner Barksdale?
I do. I'm kind of late to the party on this large to be stuff. Y'all probably discussed it so much that you're tired of it, but I've had folks holler at me, so I just kind of did a little study, and I pretty much came to the same conclusion that all of y'all have. And I did some checking on garbage rates. I understand that could be an issue.
You got another one. Hand it over to him.
I guess just really, I have so many folks in subdivisions that they keep hollering about that. So that's just the way it is kind of dealing with two different nations, out west and east. And I'll continue to look at that unless any of y'all have any suggestions. I don't know how big a problem that is to you folks in your district.
We'll have some piled up on the road, thinking
I
we're
do
coming to
too,
get it.
yeah.
And either Tom or me, we go out there and tell them we're not picking it up and it's in the right of way, you need to get it out.
Right.
And sometimes it's when people move out of a house, they'll pile everything up on the side of the road, from washers and dryers and refrigerators and beds. And that's a major headache. But then, if those people have already moved out, then you got the landowner you gotta go talk to and say, hey, you know, these people moved in out there, so.
I think probably the reason, of course, I have so many subdivisions, a lot of these folks have moved in from cities.
That's it.
And they wanna make a city out of a
Rural area.
rural area, and that's not gonna work. But it looks to me like if I was there's probably a business opportunity there for some individual, I would think. But I'll continue to work on that. I pretty much came to the same conclusion prior commissions have, I guess. And I want to mention impact fees again. I don't think y'all really support that, but I wanted to talk about it. You know, Limestone County Water adds a $1,000 impact fee for every new hookup. That's for the impact that has on their system. So, like I've got, our District 2 has 600 houses going to be built on Capshaw Road. So that's probably going to necessitate a red light, possibly a turn lane. So I'll have to make a decision whether do I want to put a red light there, unless we can get the developers to do that and build a turn lane. Am I going to take District 2's money that was budgeted for roads and do it for those folks, 90% of them, which will be moving into Limestone County, have never paid a penny of Limestone County taxes? And I think Jason said that he thought that was a tax, but I would beg to differ. You know, that, to me, a tax, you're taxing the whole population. This, you're putting a fee on the population that are causing you to spend money. And I don't have a problem asking them to help pay for that. Now, one of the objections may be, well, Aunt Sally may have to pay that if she builds a house. And that may or may not be true, depending on how you design the impact fee. So I just think that is, as much as we need money for roads, I think there's an opportunity there to help all of us without cause. I don't think people are moving here because they can save $50,000 or $100,000 house, or they can get a $50,000 or $100,000 better house. I don't think you could run them off if you wanted to. That's just my feelings. As much as we need money on roads, I think that's an option that we should look at. But unless y'all agree, I'm good.
Well, anybody? All right. Anything else, Commissioner Barksdale?
That's it.
All right. So Commissioner Barksdale, Commissioner Black,
I have nothing for right now.
Commissioner Townsend?
I ain't got anything.
All right. And from my side of it, I just want to thank Mr. Woods and the other, can't have to look at his name, Jeff, for coming in and talking, Brian for coming in and talking with us about the truck sales today and explaining everything with us. And with that being said, we will recess until 10 a.m. Thank y'all for coming.